Not grabbing the rebounds, just out battled down there. But for the most part, we stayed together. We were right there. It sucks, of course, when a team that feel like we definitely could have beat, but we played solid. We lost by 7, but
Super proud of these guys tonight. Thought that we defensively executed a lot of things that we wanted to do throughout the night. I thought that their go-to players stepped up. I thought Aaliyah Boston had a terrific game tonight, gave us some problem with her physicality around the rim, but I thought we did a really nice job at disrupting Caitlin, turning her over, getting the ball out of her hands at times. And so, she had a stat night of a triple-double, which is really impressive. But I thought those 7 turnovers and some other passes that we made very difficult throughout the night, I thought we did a lot of really good things. We just we're a little short. We missed 6 layups, I think, in the fourth quarter. Had a big 3 under a minute and a half to go in the game to tie it, to have some momentum. Had a tough possession after we got a first shot miss after that to maybe have another opportunity to go down and tie it. But then we fouled and they were in the bonus. And so it became a 2-possession game there late and just couldn't get over the hump. But super proud of these guys. Odyssey really continues to lead us from the point guard position. Her 20 points and her consistent effort to attack tonight, get herself into the paint was big for us. And then our bench was big. We had over 30 points off the bench tonight with Kia and Ray really stepping up. Ray had an efficient game tonight and gave us the spark we needed off the bench while they really tried to take away Rakia tonight.
Start with questions for players first in Vanity.
Hey guys, Mike Hill, Matthew here with LA Sparks Weekly. Just, most people are going to talk about Caitlin Clark and what she's able to do, but the play of Kelsey Mitchell protecting her or being around her, just how tough was it to slow her down tonight as she was able to score 18 points to help Caitlin there?
Who wants to take it?
Just slippage and within our execution, going under when we should be going over, switching when we're not. But, she's a tough player and she's going to make some hard shots as well. So we just try to stay as solid as possible.
And DJ from Infinity TV, this question is for Odyssey. That first quarter, Indiana had a bunch of turnovers that we couldn't convert into points. Can you talk about like how we took care of the ball and how it affected, our offense to get started off in that first quarter?
I'll say, starting out the game, I think we did pretty well. Our spacing was a little contested. We were a little bit on top of each other, but I think we were solid defensively. Like Coach said, it's just the little things with this group. We just got to buy in and will to be better. Everybody together as a group, but the biggest thing is staying together. We got another one, quick turnaround on Friday.
Thank you. Rashawn.
Hey, Ray, what have you seen lately just in terms of how you've been able to take advantage of the minutes you've gotten?
I just try to come in and be aggressive. I consider myself a slasher and a shooter, so I just try to come in and, get to the free throw line or maybe get some kicks going out. But really just seeing what the team needs me to do when I come in. And, my teammates also just put me in great positions to finish threes and at the rim and stuff. So honestly, just coming in and trying to get whatever the team needs.
And for Odyssey, at this point, you kind of haven't been with the team for a little bit now. What are some of the things that have come rather seamlessly for you? And what are some things that maybe you're still working on and just in terms of like incorporating yourself or learning?
With any team, when you go to a new team, it takes time to get to know your teammates, gel with them, especially players you never played with. So I feel like I got the hang of it as far as the plays, knowing my teammates, knowing where to find them. Just get in the paint as much as I can. That opens everything else up for Ray, Kia, all of the shooters, so they can just knock down standstill threes. So Just trying to stay aggressive on the offensive end and play my heart out on defense. Whoever my defensive assignment is, just trying my best to give as much energy as I can because they feed off of me. So just trying to lead this team and we'll win and we'll get it. We just got to keep working.
Thank you.
Asia.
Hi, ladies. This is Asia from Daily Swish. My question to you guys was, do you feel like tonight's defensive performance, do you think that that was your best defensive performance yet so far? And do you think you guys will be able to keep this momentum going into the next game?
I mean, we were solid defensively, I'd say for the most part throughout the game. I mean, we were down 3, like Coach said. I mean, Kia knocked down that 3 at the momentum. We had a momentum and we're in the game. I felt like we were in the game the entire time. When they went on a run, thought they stole the momentum and kind of kept it, but we were solid. We had a little slippage defensively, not grabbing the rebounds, just out battled down there, but for the most part, we stayed together. We were right there. It sucks, of course, when a team that feel like we definitely could have beat, but we played solid. We lost by 7, but we're gonna stay with it. We're gonna stay together. Like I said, we gotta keep our head up. On to the next. We play again Friday, so we're gonna work on everything that we need to and practice tomorrow. Try to be better against Chicago.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need this.
All right, we'll get started with questions for Curt, first in person.
Coach, when you are trying to kind of get back to contention, get back to the playoffs, do you look at all at what the Fever have done and they were in a similar boat as you were last year and just how quickly you can kind of get things turned around?
Yeah, with myself being in the league 10 years now, I have a good perspective and a good lens on how teams have built, through the years, including my tenure when I first got to Connecticut. We were not a non-playoff team for the 3 years before I got there. We had one rebuilding year, and then we started where we had that successful run. And I've watched teams that have built through the draft, and you watch, the Aces and what they were like in San Antonio. They moved to Vegas. They continue to have some draft picks, continue to add pieces around those draft picks. Now you see it here with multiple draft picks in a row. And you still had Kelsey Mitchell when that all started, and now where the Fever are. And, they were a team that was built through the draft. When I went to LA 2 years ago, the focus was kind of putting pieces around NECA, one of the true superstars of the league and a longtime Spark. When NECA was leaving in free agency, there was a clear direction to build with youth. And, unfortunately, Cameron Brink's been hurt. We've had a lot of people in and out of our lineup. But Rakia Jackson is a rising star in this league. We still have a lot of players in the prime of their career and taking on larger roles than they've ever had. So, we understand the process and the build. It's almost like our first year because of the direction change and now the youth movement. But super proud of them. We're trying to not let losses that are accumulated bother us in terms of the philosophy of continuing to build, continuing to get better, continuing to do things that put us in position to win. Tonight is frustrating because I thought we did enough to win this game in a lot of areas, but it was little things, offensive rebounds, their second chance points. It was maybe, some spacing issues on plays that we've been running since training camp, and just little things. And with that said, under 90 seconds to go, you have a shot to tie it on the road and put yourself in position to win.
And one more, and you were one of the few teams that saw this Fever team at the beginning of the year and seeing them now. How different is this team between those kind of 2 or 3 games?
Yeah, I watched both games from May. and both teams are so drastically different and have improved so much. It's watching back both May games, when, we were preparing for this game. It's just jumps off the film, that how much both teams have improved, their tempo, their execution, their confidence. It's, as I always say, someone that's been in this league now 10 years, May basketball is not always pretty in the WNBA. And by the time you get to September and October basketball, it's really, really a good product. And right now, teams are playing like that, including us. We are getting better, and certainly the Fever have improved.
Rashawn.
Hey, Coach. Just kind of riding the roller coaster with the young team, right? Like you have the New York win, and then you come back against Atlanta, and you come back, you play, really well tonight, despite not being able to pick up the win. What areas of growth did you see tonight?
Yeah, I thought we tried a different defensive game plan tonight that we hadn't rolled out in recent weeks. And we had one day to prep for that. And I thought our execution, our discipline for the most part was on cue. We didn't always finish to a defensive rebound. Their rebounding hurt us. Aaliyah Boston hurt us inside with her physical presence. But we did so many things that in a short prep, I was really pleased with. And then, offensively, that to have the confidence to step back up and make 10 threes tonight after we just didn't shoot the ball well the other night against Atlanta. They were almost daring us to make threes, and we had a really off night. So for us to step back up and shoot nearly 40%, we weren't afraid to take threes tonight. We were hunting them, and made 10. That's growth with a young team, that they didn't hang their heads and let another one poor shooting night from the arc really snowball into multiple. They stepped back up and made big threes tonight. Maybe one too little, but we made threes tonight.
As a group, do you go back and watch this, or do you immediately flip to Chicago?
Oh, no, we always do some self-scouting. We'll always, be in their ear on growth areas. With a young team, you have to. They have to dig in with film as part of their growth through this hard cadence of games. But we will prepare like crazy and, go directly to practice tomorrow when we leave, and drive up to Chicago, and try to prepare for that quick turnaround game. But you have to at least invest some time with the young team on growth areas, but also give them confidence in a lot of the things that we did do well tonight.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Vanity.
Hey, Coach, DJ from Infinity TV. So just piggybacking off everything that you've said here and looking at the stat sheet, very solid game. We're trending upward with this young team. Do you think that in a perfect world, with those uncontested, easy makes around the basket, if we had have made those, that this game outcome would have been different?
Yeah, and again, I don't want them to dwell on it, because then you get even more anxious around the rim. But we missed makeable baskets around the rim against a team that doesn't have elite shot blocking. And then, we missed a couple big open threes down the stretch that, again, we'd love to have in this kind of game, and could the tide been different? So, proud of them, but the little things that we keep preaching about, from screening angles to our physicality on box outs to understanding there's no slippage, that we know their sideline out of bounds plays, we know their baseline out of bounds plays. So when Kelsey Mitchell scores on a sideline out of bounds play that we have scouted really well, that's disappointing. But all you can hope with Kelsey, right? She had 18 points on 18 shots. That's, we're getting back to that, okay. Like, as long as we try to make her inefficient, wasn't quite as inefficient as we wanted, but it's creeping that direction in order to have success. It was Aaliyah that her efficiency tonight was a difference maker.
Hey, Coach, and just two quick questions. First question, when it comes to Rakia tonight, they made it really tough for her. What do you think they did to kind of take her away, and what things can she learn from a game like tonight? And then the second question will be, you've been coaching, women's basketball for quite some time now. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, just what do you think makes her so special? And have you ever seen a player that was kind of similar to what she does?
I will first say that, the great thing, and I grabbed Rakia briefly after the game tonight, she's earned this attention. She's earned, the asterisk in the scouting report that she's the go-to player, that she can really score the basketball. So there's super attention to her. And, it's a huge credit, like Caitlin gets that as a rookie. Rakia now gets that as a rookie. There's very few that get the asterisk that they're the go-to player, and they're the centerpiece and center of attention for scouting reports. So these are all learning lessons for Rakia, and I told her, like, it is as frustrating it is in the moment that she feels like there's no spacing and that everybody's coming at her and showing her lots of congestion and lots of bodies. She's earned that right. So first, take it as a compliment, and then learn from it. Like, how can she make it easier on herself? And I thought they were giving her a lot of attention, and maybe she could share it, and maybe her shot attempts would creep down tonight. I mean, she got 11 shots in 23 minutes. If she creeps back up to the 28, the 30, 32, 35 minutes that we've been playing her lately, like, is that a night where she gets 16 shot attempts? But her attention on her, could she have found a couple easier baskets for us while she still hunts and we still try to get her the ball and get her the touches that we need to get her? But she'll learn so much from tonight and what she's going to see the last 7 games. She is going to see this kind of attention. She's earned it. She is a rising star in this league. And these are the kind of games she has to go through and learn how to play through, because of the attention she's earned. That's the great news. She's earned all this.
Thank you, Curt.
And I forget what the second question was.
Oh, the second question is, when it comes to Caitlin Clark, just to see the type of player that she is, with you coaching, women's basketball for so long, have you seen any player that you can kind of compare her game to? And what special things does she do that kind of stands out that maybe for us with the ordinary eye can't see, that you coaches who've been in the game a while can see?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to say anything that you haven't heard. I mean, she is elite, and she is one special player. Things that stand out to me that have been around the game for 35 years, she plays with great pace. She plays with a great tempo first. She is an elite passer. She is an elite passer. She sees things before they develop. And she can really read things. That's why for us to turn her over 7 times and maybe have some other passes that might have been turnovers attributed to a bad catch or so, was impressive for us tonight, because she is an elite passer of the basketball. So that's what makes her special. Everyone talks about the logo threes. To me, what that does is she got incredible range, but it just opens up the floor for everybody else. That logo range opens up the floor. And so you're always have to be guarding her, and you always have to be giving her attention. She's really special. I don't have a lot of comps. I have different breakdowns of people within her game, but she has it all. When Sue Bird was in her prime, Sue Bird played with incredible pace. Like, one of the things that probably didn't get talked about enough is how fast Sue Bird was when she was in her prime. I got to coach Becky Hammond when, she was in college. And Becky Hammond had such a unique ability to put the ball in the basket. It just, like, when she got open and got any kind of space, you just counted it. Like, she just was not going to miss a lot of open shots. Now, Becky didn't play necessarily with the pace that Caitlin, but she, had the unique ability to create space and get shots off and make shots, played with change of pace. So I see, elements of Caitlin that I got to witness firsthand with the opportunity to coach Becky Hammond in her career. Other things, just continue to, other people, like Caitlin's got great size. You know, like she's going to just grow at the defensive end as her career goes on because she's got length and size, and she'll just become better and better at that end. So she's a special player, and we are really, really fortunate to have her in our league.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks.